Hey guys, if you've been paying attention while we've been painting this wall, you've been seeing this wire hanging out up here. And what this is going to be the power, the switchable circuit to the light that's over top of the eating area. When we had to replace this ceiling because the patio upstairs failed and we had to replace the whole patio, we found that it wasn't going to be very easy to bring this wire down the wall. So we figured we'll just put it right on top of the wall. They make these really great on-wall metal channels that you can hide wire in. You've probably seen them before. They make wiring old houses really nice and simple. What we'll do is we'll add a little starter box on top of what's already here. We'll pull the power out of this box, and you'll notice that there's this switch here already. We're gonna put a duplex switch in because we want to be able to still control the patio light, but also the eating area light from this location. Previously, the eating area light had been controlled from something around the corner here, which actually goes in between the refrigerator and the wall, and so that wasn't real convenient. We're gonna dead that off. We've abandoned that wire. We'll put a plate on it just to close it out. And then this one, put that starter box on, put this recessed fitting up at the top, run the metal channel between it, the power down through it, and we'll hook up our switch and we'll test it all out. We're gonna time lapse this one just so that we can watch it all happen. It might take a little while, so sit back and enjoy. Looking forward to hearing your comments. All right guys, let's build.
Okay, let's look at the project details. We're going to add a new light to the kitchen eating area. Now this light is already installed, it just happens to be over where the camera is sitting right now. The ceiling is a new drywall installation where I had access and I was able to run a controlled wire to the light switch. The location of the old switch was on that side of the wall and it wasn't easily reached due to where the fridge sat. In this house, which was built in 1940, it's pretty difficult to run new wire in the old walls due to lack of access, the interior finish, and really I didn't want to. And so the solution, we're going to use the power that's coming into this box that powers the patio light. We're going to install an on-wall channel and a box that's going to house the wire and the switch. And we're going to put a duplex switch in that controls both of those lights. The stuff you're going to need. You're going to need a light, a switch, the appropriate size wire, an on-wall channel, a starter box, and this extends the wall box so that we have a little more room to work, and the channel standoffs. These are going to hold your channel onto the wall. You're also going to need wire nuts and electrical tape. Let's look at the tools. A headlamp, of course, a non-contact circuit tester, your linesman's pliers or diagonal cutter, a wire stripper, a screwdriver, your power drill or driver, and a hacksaw. Alright guys, it's time. Let's build. We're moving pretty fast, but you'll see that we're installing pigtails that's going to extend the original wiring to make it easier to hook to the switch. And it's done. It works.
All right, back at the wire mold project, and you can see it's done, it's installed, switch is still pulled out, and here's what we learned. I had a old duplex switch because for some reason all the home improvement stores are out of them completely, every style. I ended up buying a three-way switch because the old one that I had just wasn't working. Not really sure why. The switch tested out like it'll work using an ohm meter, but when we hooked everything up, it just was a mess. And so that was a lot of up and down to keep turning the power off, turn the power on, turn the power off, turn the power on, just making sure we're safe. And we couldn't get it fixed. So today ran out, bought this three-way switch, which you can do as a single pole. Just because that was what was available, and it works today. You can see, oh well, power's off. Anyway, the light works. We're gonna put it all back together and test it one more time. I got about
12,000 steps yesterday in a 30 by 30 square from all the up and down and up and down. And I'll tell that story another time. But overall, we'll be happy with this. It looks good. Probably we'll leave it white for now. Paint it gray later if we've got a little bit of time. But tenants are moving in less than 24 hours. All right, guys, let's build. All right, so we've talked before about taping the terminals on your outlets and switches if you're going into a metal box, which this one is. Just want to remind you guys, tape your other connections as well. This red is just a pigtail. It's just wire that I had, but this is a power out to the porch light. So you're gonna wanna tape this as well, because you never know, things work loose when you squeeze it all in there, and over time, and maybe we'll get a crazy earthquake in here and it'll break free. I just wanna protect the house, protect the circuit. So it takes just an extra minute. Make sure you get some electrical tape out and go ahead and wrap all those connections if you're going into metal boxes. All right, guys, that's it. Let's build.